Hey guys, Tom here from Toura. Today I want to talk a little bit about ventilation, why it's important, and what I've done to my van to be able to ventilate without major modifications on the van itself.
Okay, so before I go into any further details onto my ventilation system itself, I just want to do a little disclosure here. None of it has been approved by an engineer. I'm sure there's better ways to do it. I'm just saying that this is the way that I went, and I decided to chance that, and that's all on me. You know, if you decide that these ideas or, you know, systems are something that you want to use, you remember, just do your own research and use your own discretion, okay? Like I said, I'm not a professional, and I don't claim to be a professional. So anyway, stay tuned.
I just wanted to show you a bit of the view here. We're in Hamilton, Ontario, on the top of the mountain. So this is continuing with the ventilation video. What I wanted to do was just show you what the ventilation looks like on the outside of the van, right? So now we're trying to keep it as stealth as possible at all times, right? So I'm gonna flip you around and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Right now, you are looking at one of my vents. You can't even see it. I have this space here, which is housing an actual vent.
What I used in the window is nothing more than a wet vac shop back attachment. It's already flat. I put a little bit of a weather seal around it, just reusing some of the extra piping insulation that I had. And I put that around, just put it in, you can press the window up against it. And as you're bringing the window up, I put that weather seal around the window. It all compresses together and it creates a really good seal. This is an example of the piping insulation I was talking about that you use to weather seal the window. And the great thing about the air vents that I just installed on all the windows is it conceals that black piping insulation, so I don't even have to worry about it not looking stealth. So thanks for joining me at my side door here. Now I just want to show you where this ventilation system comes in. Up here I have a 4-inch ABS pipe connector with a reducer down to a 2-inch, and then a 2-inch pipe going from the back area to the front area. The fan that I put in here fits perfect. It's from Walmart. It's a O2 Cool USB fan. Okay, now this fan only takes about a watt of energy out of my battery bank. So stay tuned for future videos on my electrical system. That vent itself isn't meant to ventilate a ton of air at one time. No, it's a very limited fan in regards to how powerful it is. It reduces many times, so that's going to cause friction and that's going to slow the airflow down. An elbow changing the direction of the air as well, and then not to mention it reduces again as the window compresses up against it. So it's more or less just to slowly suck out any moisture that might have accumulated or carbon monoxide in the top portion of the van. So I just wanted to make it clear, it's not meant to keep a constant, like, serious airflow like in the summer that keeps the van cool. It's meant for a different purpose, so I just wanted to make that clear. So here's the ventilation in the front cab area. You can see here we have the 2-inch pipe. Yes, that is tube socks. I put it there because light was shining through at the top there, because I haven't fully sealed it, so I just shoved it there so light wasn't coming out. Anyway, so there's the elbow I was talking about, and then here is the shop vac attachment that's in the window, and then I have the weather seal, which is just piping insulation around. It's worked well for me so far. Now we're gonna go to the back and I'll show you the back portion of the van and how it's ventilated. Okay, so what you're looking at right now is the rear vent of the van. What I did was I built out the license plate. So as you can see, I could fit my hand behind, and that gave me enough space to get some decent airflow through. I have my vent there, which is just the plastic sheeting that was on the outside of the door. I cut a hole in it and then I screened it. And then there was a steel plate. I took that out, and then you can actually see my license plate in there. I cut a hole in the license plate frame that's back there, and then that just allows the air to go out. Okay, so a couple concerns with this that may come up could be because it's low, people are idling, yourself idling, the carbon monoxide could go inside. Now, I've took many precautions to prevent this. I have carbon monoxide and smoke detectors, and I also have fire extinguisher. I'm very cautious when it comes to the safety precautions I need to take. So I do that. Now, also, I always make sure that I'm venting out that port rather than taking air in. So if the vent is open, it's gonna have a fan on it and it's gonna be pushing the air out. And I'll show you right now how that looks. What you're looking at right now is the fan pushed up against that hole I cut in the back door, right? So you can see right up close, it gets a pretty decent seal. I don't think you could get much closer than that. Now to close the vent, I'll show you how that looks. And that's the vent closed. So what I did here is I took one of those foam connector mats, and I just cut it around everything so that it would fit perfectly, and it definitely keeps the cold out. I've had this side facing the wind, and I didn't feel any draft coming in through there, so it's worked out pretty well. So guys, thanks for joining me on the third episode of Ace Ventura. I hope I gave you some ideas that you can use yourself. But like I said, do your own research and do it at your own discretion, because I'm not a professional and I'm just trying to make do with what I got. So anyway, thanks for staying tuned. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions, or you just want to, if you have any concerns, even just leave a comment. Anyway, take care, guys.